You've worked for decades. You've shown up every day, handled responsibilities, solved problems, raised families, and built a life you can be proud of. You've earned this time in your life. You've earned the right to slow down, to enjoy your mornings without alarm clocks, to pursue what brings you joy, and to live on your own terms. This is your season to breathe, to rest, and to savor the life you've worked so hard to create. But here's something I want you to consider, something that thousands of retirees are discovering right now. What if your retirement could be both peaceful and profitable? What if you could add $800, $1,000, or even $200 to your monthly income without the stress, pressure, or exhaustion that defined your working years? What if earning extra money didn't mean sacrificing your comfort, your freedom, or your well-being? I'm not talking about going back to traditional employment. I'm not suggesting you commute to an office, punch a time clock, or answer to a demanding boss. I'm talking about something entirely different, something gentler, something that honors where you are in life right now. These are dignified, low-pressure opportunities that leverage what you already know, what you've already mastered, and what comes naturally to you at this stage of your life. You might be thinking, I'm retired for a reason. I don't want stress. And you're absolutely right. That's exactly why everything I'm about to share with you is designed to be stress-free. These aren't high-stakes ventures. These aren't risky investments. These are simple, proven ways that people, just like you, with your experience and your wisdom, are earning steady income from home, on their own schedule, doing things that actually feel good. The financial landscape of retirement has changed. Pensions don't stretch as far as they used to. Savings face inflation. Unexpected expenses arise. And many of you simply want more breathing room, more security, more freedom to enjoy this chapter without constantly worrying about money. That's not too much to ask. And that's exactly what we're going to address together, so settle in, get comfortable. And let me walk you through some genuinely practical, stress-free ways to add $800 to $200 to your monthly retirement income. By the time we're finished, you'll have several real options to consider, and you can choose what feels right for your life, your interests, and your comfort level. This is about empowering you, not overwhelming you. Let's begin. Let's start with something that plays directly to a skill you've probably been using your entire adult life: organization and attention to detail. Have you ever managed household finances, balanced a budget, kept track of bills and expenses? Perhaps you worked in a role that involved handling paperwork, processing invoices, or maintaining records. That experience, that careful way you have of keeping things in order, is incredibly valuable to small business owners right now. Remote bookkeeping has become one of the most reliable, stress-free income opportunities for retirees. Here's why this works so beautifully. Small businesses need help keeping their financial records organized, but they can't afford a full-time accountant, and they don't actually need one. What they need is someone trustworthy, detail-oriented, and consistent who can dedicate a few hours each week to organizing receipts, categorizing expenses, and maintaining accurate records. This isn't complicated accounting. You're not preparing tax returns or handling complex financial analysis. You're simply keeping things organized and tidy. Think of it like maintaining a household budget, but for a small business. And the software that most businesses use today, platforms like QuickBooks or FreshBooks, they're designed to be user-friendly. Many retirees learn them in just a week or two using free video tutorials that walk you through every step. Here's what this looks like in practice. You might work with 2 or 3 small business clients, a local contractor, a small retail shop, a family-owned service business. Each client sends you their receipts and invoices digitally. You spend 2 to 3 hours per client each week, usually from your kitchen table or home office, logging these transactions into their bookkeeping software and organizing everything into clear categories. At the end of each month, you generate a simple report showing them where their money came from and where it went. For this work, bookkeepers typically charge $25 to $40 per hour. If you're working with 3 clients and dedicating about 8 to 10 hours per week total, you're looking at $800 to $200 per month. And here's the beautiful part. You control your schedule completely. You can work early in the morning with your coffee, or in the afternoon after your walk, or spread it throughout the week, however suits you best. There are no urgent deadlines, no emergency calls, no pressure. Business owners specifically seek out mature, experienced individuals for this work, because trust is everything when it comes to finances. Your age and experience aren't disadvantages here, they're your strongest assets. A business owner feels far more confident handing their financial records to a 65-year-old retired professional than to an inexperienced freelancer. You can find these opportunities by reaching out directly to small businesses in your community with a simple email or phone call, or by creating a profile on platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, or local job boards where businesses actively look for bookkeepers. Start with one client to build your confidence, then add others as you're ready. Before long, you have a steady monthly income doing calm, predictable work that respects your pace and your lifestyle. Now let's talk about something that might be the most natural thing in the world for you: providing companionship and conversation. Over your lifetime, you've become an expert at something incredibly valuable. You know how to listen, you know how to make someone feel heard and understood, you know how to offer comfort, share a laugh, and simply be present with another person. These aren't small skills, they're profound ones, and right now, they're desperately needed. Loneliness has become a crisis in our society, particularly among older adults who live alone, far from family, or with limited mobility. And this is where you come in. There are now services that connect retirees like you with people who simply need regular human connection, a friendly voice, someone who checks in and genuinely cares. This work is beautifully simple. You're matched with individuals who need companionship, and you schedule regular phone calls or video chats with them. You might talk about your day, share stories from your past, discuss a show you both watched, help them navigate simple technology like video calling their grandchildren, or just be there as a consistent, caring presence in their life. You're not providing therapy or medical advice, you're providing something equally important: human warmth and connection. Companies like Papa, Amici, and similar companion care services actively hire what they call companion caregivers, or senior companions. The pay typically ranges from $15 to $20 per hour, and most retirees dedicate 12 to 15 hours per week to this work. That translates to $720 to $1,200 per month. But what makes this especially stress-free is that you work entirely from home. You choose your own hours, and you're simply being yourself, having genuine conversations with people who appreciate your time and attention. Getting started couldn't be simpler. You apply through one of these companion services, complete a straightforward background check, and go through a brief orientation that explains how everything works. Then you're matched with companions based on shared interests and personality compatibility. You schedule your calls around your life, not the other way around. If you have a doctor's appointment or want to spend the day with family, you simply adjust your schedule. There's complete flexibility and zero pressure. What many retirees find is that this work enriches their own lives just as much as it helps others. The relationships you build often become genuinely meaningful. You're not just earning income, you're forming connections that bring purpose, joy, and social engagement to your own retirement. If you've ever thought, "I'd love to help people," in a simple, human way, this might be the perfect fit. And the fact that you're earning $800 to $1,200 monthly while doing it makes it even better. Let's shift our focus now to something you might already be doing for pleasure, something that could also quietly generate income. Do you have a hobby or craft you enjoy? Knitting, woodworking, painting, jewelry making, baking, gardening, sewing, quilting. Or perhaps you have a knack for finding treasures at estate sales, thrift stores, or yard sales, items that others would love to own. What if I told you that you could turn this hobby into a genuine income stream? Reaching customers across the entire country without ever needing to rent a shop, manage complicated inventory, or deal with the stress of running a traditional business? Thousands of retirees are doing exactly this right now, and they're earning anywhere from $600 to well over $1,200 per month, depending on how much time and energy they choose to invest. Online marketplaces like Etsy, eBay, and Facebook Marketplace have made it remarkably simple to sell what you create or curate. Let me share some real examples with you. There's a retired veteran in Montana who builds simple birdhouses in his garage workshop. He spends a few peaceful hours each week cutting wood, assembling pieces, and painting them in cheerful colors. He lists them on Etsy for $35 to $55 each, and he sells $20 to $25 per month. That's over $900 in monthly income, doing something he finds relaxing and enjoyable. Or consider a retired nurse in Florida who creates handmade greeting cards. She's always loved paper crafts, and now she makes custom birthday cards, thank you cards, and special occasion cards. She sells them in sets online for $20 to $30, and with steady orders, she brings in about $700 per month. She says it keeps her hands busy and her creativity flowing, and the extra income has allowed her to build up a travel fund for visiting her children. Maybe you're not a creator, but you're a finder. Some retirees have developed a real eye for vintage items, antiques, urgently used goods that have value. They enjoy the treasure hunt of visiting estate sales and thrift stores, and they've learned what sells well online. They might buy a vintage kitchen item for $5, clean it up nicely, photograph it well, and resell it online for $30 or $40. It's enjoyable detective work with a financial reward. The beauty of this approach is the complete absence of stress. You decide what you want to make or sell. You set your own prices based on what feels fair. You work at whatever pace feels comfortable. If you want to take 2 weeks off to enjoy summer or visit family, you simply pause your shop. Nobody's counting on you. Nobody's pressured by deadlines. This is your venture, run entirely on your terms. Getting started is straightforward. Create a free account on Etsy or eBay. Take clear, well-lit photos of your items that show what makes them special. Write honest, friendly descriptions that help buyers understand what they're getting. Set your prices to cover materials and your time while staying competitive. And when something sells, you package it carefully and ship it. Most platforms provide prepaid shipping labels, so you just print the label, attach it to your package, and drop it at the post office. Many retirees discover that this isn't just about the income, though $800 to $1,200 monthly certainly makes a difference. It's about purpose and engagement. It's about creating something with your hands. It's about the satisfaction of someone valuing what you've made. It's about staying active and productive in a way that feels good, not draining. If you've ever thought, people keep telling me I should sell these, this might be your moment to listen. Here's an opportunity that might surprise you, but it's one of the fastest growing options for retirees seeking stress-free income. Remote. Customer service and support work. Now, before you think, I'm not tech-savvy enough for that, let me explain why this is actually perfect for people at your stage of life, and why companies are actively seeking mature, experienced individuals like you. Customer service has evolved. It's no longer about fast-talking sales or high-pressure tactics. Today's customer service is about patience, problem-solving, and making people feel heard and helped. Think about all the times in your life you've assisted someone, explained something, clearly or simply made someone feel better about a frustrating situation. That's exactly what this work involves, and you're already naturally good at it. Many major companies, from retailers to insurance firms to subscription services, hire remote customer service representatives who work entirely from home. Your role is straightforward. You answer calls, emails, or chat messages from customers who have questions, need help with an order, or want assistance solving a simple problem. You're not selling anything. You're not dealing with angry complaints all day. You're simply being helpful, patient, and professional, qualities that come naturally after a lifetime of experience. The pay for remote customer service work typically ranges from $14 to $18 per hour. If you work 15 to 18 hours per week, which many retirees find to be a comfortable commitment, you're earning $840 to $1,196 per month. And here's what makes this truly stress-free. You work from your own home, often with flexible scheduling that lets you choose shifts that fit your life. Many companies offer part-time positions specifically designed for retirees who want steady income without full-time commitment. The training is always provided, and it's designed for people at all skill levels. You don't need to be a tech expert. companies teach you their systems through simple online training that you complete at your own pace, usually over 2 to 3 weeks. They provide all the tools and software you need, along with ongoing support whenever you have questions. You're never left to figure things out on your own. What makes this appealing for retirees is the structure without stress. You log in at your scheduled time, handle your calls or messages calmly and professionally, and log out when your shift ends. No work follows you home because you're already home. No office politics or drama. Just steady, predictable work that values your maturity, your patience, and your professional demeanor. Websites like FlexJobs, Indeed, and Remote.co regularly post these opportunities, and you can filter specifically for part-time, entry-level, and remote positions. The application process involves submitting a resume that highlights your work experience and people skills, completing a video interview, and then starting the paid training if you're selected. If you enjoyed interacting with people during your career, if you have a naturally helpful personality, and if you appreciate having some routine in your retirement, this could be an excellent fit. The income is reliable, the work is manageable, and the stress level is remarkably low. You're using life, skills you already have to earn $800 to $200 monthly from the comfort of home. You've accumulated a lifetime of knowledge and skills, things you know how to do, subjects you understand, expertise you've developed over decades. What if I told you that people are actively looking for someone like you to teach them what you know, and they're willing to pay good money for it? Online. Teaching and tutoring have exploded in recent years, and retirees are thriving in this space because of one simple truth. You don't just have knowledge, you have the patience and life experience to share it effectively. Think about your areas of expertise. Can you speak a second language, even conversationally? Can you play a musical instrument? Do you have skills from your career, maybe accounting, writing, nursing, teaching, or a trade? Are you good at cooking, baking, gardening, home maintenance, crafts, or any number of practical skills people want to learn? All of this has value, and there are platforms specifically designed to connect you with eager students. For academic tutoring, websites like tutor.com, Wisent, and Chegg hire tutors to help students with subjects like math, English, science, and history. If you have strong knowledge in any subject, even without formal teaching credentials, you can earn $20 to $40 per hour tutoring online. Many retirees tutor for 10 to 12 hours per week, earning $800 to $200 per month, working entirely from home through simple video calls that are as easy as FaceTime. But let's talk about something even more accessible and potentially more lucrative: creating online courses. Platforms like Udemy, Skillshare, and Teachable allow you to record video lessons teaching anything you're knowledgeable about. You create the course once, upload it to the platform, and then earn passive income every single time someone enrolls. This is income that continues month after month with no additional work required. Imagine this. You record 10 to 15 short videos teaching essential home repairs for beginners, or watercolor painting fundamentals, or mastering your family budget. You record these at your own pace, in your own home, using nothing more than your smartphone or a basic webcam. You upload them to Udemy, and then students from all over the world enroll in your course, and you receive payment automatically each month. One retired engineer created a simple course called Understanding Your Home's Electrical System with 12 videos, each about 15 minutes long. He filmed them in his garage, explaining basic concepts and showing common repairs. That course has earned him over $15,000 in the past 2 years, which averages out to over $600 per month in passive income from work he did once. Students love it because he explains things clearly and patiently, exactly the way someone with decades of experience would. Or consider conversation-based teaching. If you're a native English speaker, you can tutor students in other countries who want to practice conversational English. Platforms like Cambly, italki, and Verbling connect you with students worldwide. You simply have relaxed conversations with them, helping them improve their pronunciation, vocabulary, and confidence. The pay ranges from $15 to $25 per hour, and you choose your schedule completely. Work as much or as little as you want, whenever, you want. The technology is simple. These platforms use video calling software that's straightforward and user-friendly. You don't need expensive equipment, just a computer or tablet with a camera and a quiet space. Many retirees teach from their kitchen table, their home office, or a comfortable corner of their living room. What makes this work deeply satisfying is the impact. You're passing down knowledge that took you decades to acquire. You're empowering others to learn and grow. You're staying mentally sharp and socially connected, and you're earning $800 to $200 monthly, doing work that feels meaningful rather than mercenary. Your age and experience aren't liabilities here. They're exactly what makes you valuable. Now let's talk about earning income with almost no ongoing effort whatsoever. Sometimes, the simplest way to add to your retirement income is by leveraging what you already have. Perhaps it's extra space in your home, equipment or tools you're not using regularly, or even just a parking space that sits empty most of the day. These are passive income opportunities, perfect for retirees who want earnings without active work or stress. Let's start with the most straightforward example. Renting out a spare room in your home. If you have an extra bedroom sitting empty, you could rent it to a carefully vetted, compatible housemate and earn $600 to $900 per month, depending on your location and what's included. Websites like Spare Room, Roomster, and even platforms specifically designed for seniors like Silvernest help match you with respectful, trustworthy renters who are a good fit for your lifestyle. Many retirees find that having a housemate provides more than just income. It offers companionship, an added sense of security, someone to share household responsibilities with, and often genuine friendship. You're not running a hotel or dealing with constant turnover. You're sharing your space with someone compatible who respects your home and your lifestyle. And the $600 to $900 monthly can make a substantial difference in your budget. But if you're not comfortable sharing your living space, there are plenty of other options. Do you have a driveway, garage, or parking space you're not using or not using? During certain hours? Parking has become valuable real estate, especially in urban and suburban areas. Platforms like Neighbor, Spot Hero, and JustPark allow you to rent out your parking space to commuters, local workers, or people visiting the area. You could earn $100 to $300 per month simply by letting someone park in a space you're not using anyway. The setup is remarkably simple. You create a listing describing your parking space, set your price and availability, and the platform handles everything else. Money is deposited directly into your account. You never have to collect payment or chase anyone down. It's entirely passive. Once you've set it up, or perhaps you have equipment collecting dust, power tools, lawn equipment, camping gear, ladders, pressure washers, garden tools. Platforms like Fat Llama and Peer Renters allow you to rent these items to neighbors and people in your community who need them temporarily. Someone might rent your pressure washer for a weekend and pay you $30. Rent it out 4 times a month, and that's $120 in completely passive income. Combines several items. And you could easily earn $200 to $400 monthly with virtually zero effort. Some retirees even rent out storage space in their garage, basement, or shed. If you have extra room that's just collecting boxes or sitting empty, local. Residents or small business owners might pay you $100 to $250 per month to store their belongings there. Platforms like Neighbor specialize in connecting people who need storage with homeowners who have extra space. The platform handles insurance, payments, and agreements, making it completely hassle-free for you. The beauty of these passive income streams is exactly that. They're passive. You list what you have available, someone books or rents it, money appears in your account automatically, and you continue with your day. There's no schedule to maintain, no demanding clients, no deadlines, no stress whatsoever. These platforms all include insurance coverage and background checks to protect you, and you're always in control. You can adjust availability, pause listings anytime, or stop entirely whenever you choose. You're never locked into anything, and you're never obligated to work with anyone who makes you uncomfortable. The real power of this approach is in combining multiple streams. Maybe you're teaching an online course and also renting out your driveway. Perhaps you're doing some bookkeeping work and also renting out equipment. Suddenly, You've created 3 or 4 small income streams that together add up to $1,000 or $1,200 monthly. And because several of them are passive, you're earning steady income without corresponding stress or time commitment. If you have resources that aren't being fully utilized, why not let them work for you? It's one of the gentlest, most stress-free ways to boost your retirement income significantly. So here we are. We've walked through 6 genuinely practical, entirely stress-free ways to add $800 to $1,200 to your monthly retirement income. Remote bookkeeping that uses your organizational skills. Companion services that leverage your natural ability to connect with people. Selling handmade or curated items that turns hobbies into income. Remote customer service that values your maturity and professionalism. Online teaching that shares your lifetime of knowledge. And passive income streams that monetize resources you already have. Every single one of these opportunities has been specifically chosen because it honors where you are in life right now. None of them require you to pretend to be someone you're not, learn completely foreign skills, or sacrifice the peace and comfort you've earned. They simply invite you to use what you already know, share what comes naturally, or leverage what you already have, all while earning substantial income that can genuinely transform your financial security. I want you to really hear this. Deeply and personally, you are not too old for this. You are not past your prime. You are not irrelevant or outdated. In fact, you are in the perfect position for these opportunities precisely because of your age and experience, your reliability, your maturity, your patience, your professionalism. These aren't just nice qualities. They're rare and valuable assets in today's world. Companies and individuals are actively seeking people exactly like you because they know you bring something that can't be taught or faked, genuine competence born from decades of real life. You don't need to do all of these things. You don't even need to do more than one. Simply choose the option that resonates most with you, the one that makes you think, yes, I could actually see myself doing that. Start small. Give it a month. See how it feels, how it fits into your life, whether it brings satisfaction or frustration. If it feels good, continue. If it doesn't, you've learned something valuable and you can try a different approach without any penalty or pressure. Adding $800, $1,000, or $1,200 to your monthly income isn't just about the numbers on a bank statement, though those numbers certainly matter. It's about security. It's about breathing room. It's about being able to say yes to things you currently have to decline. A weekend trip, helping your grandchildren, pursuing a hobby, dining out without calculating the cost, building an emergency fund. These things matter, and this extra income can make them possible. But beyond the financial benefits, these opportunities offer something equally precious: continued purpose and engagement. Retirement doesn't have to mean withdrawing from the world. It can mean engaging with it on your own terms, in ways that feel good and bring satisfaction. Staying mentally active, connecting with others, contributing value, building something, even something small, that's yours. These things keep you vibrant, engaged, and fulfilled. So I encourage you, with complete sincerity and respect, to take one small step forward. Research one of these options today. Watch a tutorial video, visit a website, send one inquiry email, read one article about getting started. That's all it takes to begin. You don't have to commit to anything. You don't have to make any major decisions. Just explore, just consider. Just see what feels possible. You are capable of this. You have everything you need already inside you: the skills, the experience, the wisdom, the reliability. All you need now is the decision to try. And thousands of retirees just like you have already made that decision. They're earning this income right now, living proof that this is not only possible, but entirely achievable for someone exactly like you. Thank you for spending this time with me. I genuinely hope this has been helpful, encouraging, and maybe even a little bit inspiring. You've worked hard your entire life. You've contributed so much to your family, your workplace, your community. You've earned a retirement that's not just peaceful, but also financially secure and personally fulfilling. And if adding $800 to $1,200 to your monthly income can help make that possible, then I'm honored to have shared these opportunities with you. You've got this. You're capable, You're valuable and you're not alone. Take that first small step. Explore what's possible. And know that I'm cheering for you, believing in you, and confident that you can create exactly the retirement life you deserve. All the best to you.